Well, I think I'm just gonna keep recording and I'll just have to cut in half when it comes out. Oh well, fun and games. Alright. I think we'll go with that one, and that one, and that one. Now choose the person you think who stole the hidden diamonds. I think it was Jeff Miller. You figured it out! Jeff Miller stole the diamond. Let's check the evidence. A $75,000 million diamond necklace was stolen from Medford's jewelry shop. The robber pried open the door with a crowbar and went straight to the secret safe where the diamond was hidden. Mr. Medford said that only he, Melinda Juice, and Mr. Pulowski knew about the secret safe he had installed in his office. Melinda Juice was talking with her friend last night. She couldn't have stolen the diamond, unless they worked together. Mr. Pulowski was at his wife's sister's house late last night, so he's cleared off the list of suspects as well. But it turns out that Jeff Miller works for Mr. Pulowski. He actually installed that secret safe in Mr. Medford's shop. Until last night, he was Melinda Juice's boyfriend. Jeff Miller has no alibi for last night. He said he went for a long walk by himself after he had a fight with Melinda. Ah, Nancy, will your glasses never stay on your nose? Wow, look at this headline. Looks like Resulka's getting famous. And all of you aren't. Suck it. Sorry. Yeah, solving that jewel heist got us on the front page. That is one for the scrapbook, all right. That case was one of the biggest ever for the Eagle Eye Detective Agency. I think it can be called the biggest, Jennifer, since it was that much money. I'm just saying. Anyway. Kids give teachers grades. Oh, so funny. Oh, 2 days after my birthday. Anyway. Big Richview robbery solved. Oh, jewel robbery solved. For some reason I left that out. Local sleuths Resulka and Jennifer Eagle of the Eagle Eye Detective Agency today solved the mystery of the nighttime robbery at Medford's jewelry shop. Confronted with evidence, construction worker Jeff Miller confessed that he stole the diamond from the hidden safe, a safe which he himself had installed in the jewelry shop only 6 months ago. When Jeff heard from Melinda Juice, his girlfriend, that a $75,000 diamond was to be sold the next day, he used his knowledge of the hidden safe to steal it, explained Jennifer Eagle. Jeff started a fight with Melinda Juice at the party so he'd have an excuse to leave, then broke into the shop with a crowbar from Dependable Construction. Police Chief Barnes added, Jeff didn't realize that Resulka would find out that he knew about the safe. Once they all put the clues together, he was on his way to jail. To jail! Do. Sorry. I'm a bit crazy today. Let's start our next case. The case of the buried booty. What's happening today, kids? Ah, telephone. Eagle Eye Detective Agency. Jennifer here. Jennifer, I've got something terribly exciting to show you here at the Historical Society. I think I found the long-lost treasure map of Colonel Beau. You're kidding. The Civil War general who buried a fortune in Richview? That's fantastic. We'll be right there. Let's switch to Jake. Come here, Jakey. Jake. Ah, good boy, Jake. Let's go to the Richview Historical Society. Dun. What are you even doing with your hands, Jake? Really? You need to look at that. You've got some reverse Spock hand going on there. Vulcan greeting. Mrs. Arnold has run the Richview Historical Society for years. She has tons of old papers and other historical objects here. And an old man. Alright, let's speak to her. Jake, Resulka, you must have a look at this. I was tidying up the attic this morning and I came across a padlock chest. The chest was so old that the padlock broke apart as I lifted it up. You mean the padlock was so old? Because if the chest was so old, the chest would have just broken around the padlock. Anyway, inside was an old revolver that I used to shoot at my husband. No, and a scroll of parchment. The parchment was cracked with age, but it certainly looked like a map of some sort. I gave it to Mr. Arnold to examine. I'm convinced from the initials engraved on the gun and the age of these items that they belong to the famous Civil War soldier, Colonel Beau. We may have found the map to his buried treasure. I've been studying the map all morning, comparing it to some of the maps we have around here. It's a map of old Richview, all right. Around the mid-1800s, I'd guess. Some of these buildings still exist, and I recognize some of the landmarks marked by an X here. For example, Lone Tree is over at Buccaneer Beach. Wraith Rock, as you know, is a huge stone in Riverside Park. Instead of marking the location of the treasure, this map gives 4 possible sites and some cryptic instructions. I suppose we could send dig teams to each location, but the Historical Society only has enough money at the moment to pay for one excavation. So I'm guessing you want me to pick out which one it is. Let's have a look at well, I think it's a revolver. I've checked to be sure that the revolver isn't loaded, but guns are not something to play with. Even an ancient one like this is a dangerous weapon. I'll hold it for you if you'd like to examine it. The revolver is very old. The handle of the gun is wooden, with a silver covering on either side. The silver on the handle of the revolver is engraved with the letters Colby Blue. I'm convinced that this revolver is authentic. It's exactly the kind of Smith & Wesson that was used in the Civil War when Colonel Blue commanded his regiment. Let's have a look at the map. The treasure map is a crumbling piece of yellowed parchment with a sketchy outline of the town of Richview in the era of the Civil War. The 4 landmarks are marked with big black X's. The names are written beneath them: Wraith Rock, Lone Tree, Liberty Tavern, and Harrison Hole. In the spidery script on the back of the map is written these words: from President Jackson's namesake, 2 paces south, 3 paces east, dig 1 fathom deep. Why, that sounds like we'll be starting at Jackson's Park. What could that mean? President Jackson's namesake. Could he be referring to the statue of the President Jackson in Riverside Park? Wraith Rock is in Riverside Park too. Well, let's have a look at the locations that you've given me, lady. Well, Jackson's Park's not one of them, so it's either going to be up at Buccaneer Beach, Duffy's Barn, Riverside Park, or Sweet Treats. What would it be doing at Sweet Treats? I don't know. Let's go to the public library. Actually, no, let's cut the video because we're about to run out of time. We'll just let Jake do whatever skating thing he thinks is cool. And yes. So yeah. See you guys soon.